Ndugu wapendwa kutoka hapa KURESOI, naomba tafadhali tusimame tumkaribishe Mheshimiwa mama wetu wa taifa ambaye amefika hapa kwa ajili ya hafla hii muhimu ya kulinda mazingira yetu na hasa msitu wetu wa Mau. Haya, wapi makofi watu wa KURESOI jamani, tumkaribishe mama wetu wa taifa ambaye anaandamana na balozi Mama Ida Odinga. Karibu. Makofi jamani, watu wa hapa, makofi. Karibu sana mama wetu wa taifa. Naomba kwa heshima sote tusalie wima. Wale ambao wamevalia kofia zisizo rasmi waweze kuvua kwa ajili ya wimbo wetu wa taifa na vile vile wimbo wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Naomba tusalie wima kwa ajili ya maombi na mkaribisha Methusela Rono ambaye atatuongoza.
Let's all believe and pray. Our Father who art in heaven, our Creator and our Sustainer, our Provider. Father, we want to thank you today because of your love and kindness. Thank you for this day which thou hast made. Thank you for this beloved people whom thou have made. Father, in a very special way, we want to thank you for the mother of the nation, Her Excellency Rachel Ruto, whom you've committed into leadership in this country alongside His Excellency the President. We would like to thank you, Jehovah, for her work which is continuing to do the calling that you've given her from the beginning. The work of joy, the work of education, the family and environment. Her work of compassion, Jehovah, as she is the sounding board of the president of this country. She is the woman of Proverbs 31, Jehovah. We want to thank you for her. Alongside, we would like to thank you also for other leaders who've accompanied her. We would like to thank you for Mama Ambassador Aida, who has come a long way in leadership. We would like to thank you, Jehovah, for Mama County, Lisa Chelule, who is around. We would like to thank you for the Deputy Governor. We would like to thank you for the members of Parliament, the Member of Parliament of this area, Mutai. We would like to thank you for our CS environment. We want to thank you for the PSS who've come along, and especially Engineer Ngena Jehovah, who is very passionate with the work that you've given him. You've committed all of us to give care to the environment that you've given us. Father, we want to thank you and commit this meeting into your hands. As we remember the words of Paul, which you said in Romans 12, that you are beseeching all of us to present our bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to you, which is our reasonable service. May we do well, Jehovah. We commit this country, that we may know peace, that we may know prosperity, my Father and my God. We now commit this meeting into your hands, that you start with us and you end with us, and may yours be the glory and honor now and forever, for we pray in Jesus' name. And the people of God say, amen. Thank you.
Naomba tuketi. Mheshimiwa Mama wa Taifa Bi Rachel Ruto, Dr. Deborah Barasa, waziri wetu wa mazingira, mabadiliko ya tabia nchi na misitu, Mheshimiwa Hana Wendot Cheptumo, waziri wa jinsia, utamaduni na huduma za watoto, Canon Dr. Ida Odinga, balozi wa Kenya na mwakilishi wa kudumu katika Umoja wa Mataifa na mpango wa mazingira wa Umoja wa Mataifa, Mheshimiwa David Kones, naibu gavana wa gatuzi la Nakuru, makatibu wa wizara mbalimbali wakiongozwa na katibu Dr. Mhasibu Festus Ngeno wa idara ya mazingira na mabadiliko ya tabia nchi, Mheshimiwa Liza Chelule, mwakilishi wa wanawake katika gatuzi la Nakuru, wabunge wakiongozwa na mheshimiwa wa eneo hili, Mheshimiwa Alfred Mutai, wakuu wa taasisi na mashirika mbalimbali, viongozi wa serikali ya kitaifa na ile ya kaunti, wanafunzi, wageni waalikwa, mabibi na mabwana. Kwanza, hafla hii ambayo inaendeleza mpango jumuishi wa uhifadhi wa msitu wa Mau na vile uboreshaji wa maisha ya watu ama wakazi wa eneo hili, ni wanafunzi wa shule hii ya Baringo ambao wametuandalia kipindi kifupi cha burudani. Naomba tafadhali waweze kufika hapa jukwani. Na kabla ya kufanya hivyo, Yvonne Chepkorir ambaye ni mwanafunzi wa shule hii atachukua nafasi kumkaribisha Mama wa Taifa katika shule hii ya Baringo Comprehensive.
Her Excellency, First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto. My name is Yvonne Chepkorir from Baringo Comprehensive School. I want to speak on behalf of entire Baringo students. This afternoon, I'm happy to stand in front of you, especially in front of First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto. Today is a special day that God has gifted us to see again that glory be to be God. I thought this day will never come, but here I am, face to face with our First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto. Your presence means a lot of us, especially students from Baringo Comprehensive. When you go back to our big city, remember we love you because you love God. And do not forget to come back. When you come back, you're highly welcome to Baringo Comprehensive. Many of these people call you Your Excellency First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto, but I am the only one who will call you Auntie Rachel. My speech had to be short, but my dream is not short, to sit next to you one day. When you go back to our big city, remember to say hi to our president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Thank you. Her Excellency, First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto, and all protocol observed. In front of you are Baringo Primary. Present you Akipsigis folk song, Chepkoilil. Oh yes, Chepkoilil is a girl who got lost and her mother's looking for her. Enjoy.
Tuwape makofi mazuri wanapoondoka jukwani tafadhali. Asante. Wanaofuata pia ni wanafunzi wa shule hii wana shairi. Karibuni jukwani, naomba tuwape makofi mazuri. Wanafunzi hawa walikuwa wamejiandaa kwa muda mrefu kutuletea burudani hii. Karibuni sana wanafunzi wa hapa. Thank you.
pasipo kusita-sita wala kutetereka. Shule ya msingi ya Baringo tawasilisha shahiri lenye mada.
Mama Rachel, karibu shuleni Baringo.
Karibuni.
Salamu tunakupa, ewe mama yetu elewa. Una moyo karimu, sikia Mungu alichokupewa. Katika hii dunia wachache walipewa. Ewe mama yetu Rachel, karibu shule yetu Baringo. Maendeleo kutuletea, modern kitchen kututeulia. Modern garden twaona, leo hakika twaigusa. Sasa tasema bye bye kuni msituni. Zaidi twakusihi maabara kutujengea. Wanafunzi Baringo si haba hakika. Darasa kutujengea, tutakushukuru kwalo. Tabasamu kwako kwetu, Baringo hakika umeigusa. Mama Rachel twakuombea, Maulana akujalie. Ni vyema ulichagua, sababu shule tulifutiwa. Kama si wewe kuchagua, shule tungefikiwa. Sasa tabasamu nyusoni yetu leo hii. Ewe mama yetu Rachel, karibu shule.
Asante, naomba tuwape makofi mengine mazuri. Mheshimiwa Mama wa Taifa, sasa kwa ruhusa yako naomba sote tuelekeze macho yetu kwenye runinga. Kuna video fupi ambayo itaweza kutupa taswira kamili kwa nini tuko hapa. Studio.
Every morning before most of Kenya opens its eyes, the Mau Forest Complex is already at work. 12 major rivers begin their journey here. Over 400,000 hectares of forest breathe life into the air. And millions of people across borders depend on what happens in these highlands. But for decades, this lifeline has been bleeding, and when the Mau suffers, the whole region feels it. The forest didn't disappear because people were careless. Energy demands were relentless. A single family could burn through an entire tree in weeks. Overgrazing stripped the land, and charcoal burning and illegal logging did the rest. Rivers that had flowed for centuries began to fail. Farm productivity collapsed. Families faced declining income as drought followed drought. Communities were trapped in a cycle of their own making, unsure if escape was even possible. Out of the crisis, a vision emerged, and it came from someone who understood the problem from the inside.
Ningependa nichukue fursa hii ya kwanza kumpongeza huyu PS wetu, PS Festus, ambaye sasa ameonesha njia ya kulinda misitu. This is how to conserve a forest, Your Excellency.
This program is not only for aiming at conserving or restoring the forest landscapes. It is about what I have witnessed as a child growing up from the Mau Forest region, that degraded landscapes led to reduced rainfalls in the area, landscapes that were degraded in such a way that we couldn't even have rivers flowing again.
Tumekuja hapa kwa sababu Mau Forest ndio msitu wa muhimu zaidi katika taifa letu la Kenya. We have a comprehensive plan on how to restore Mau Forest and use it as a source of livelihood and use it as a source of water for all our rivers and to make sure that we can derive benefits from Mau Forest. Mimi nataka nishukuru wale wote wamehusika, hasa wizara ambayo inahusika, wizara ya mambo ya mazingira na misitu, PS wangu Bwana Ngeno ambaye sasa ndio champion ya restoration ya sehemu hii, na mimi nitawaeleza ya kwamba we are mobilizing the whole of government to make sure that our program on restoration of our degraded areas and the planting of 15 billion trees is done.
Basi sasa Mheshimiwa Rais ataenda kwa flag off at the count of 3, 2, 1, twende kazi. Basi gari la kwanza is Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Corporation.
MFC E-Clip was convinced in August 2025 and officially launched on October 27th of the same year, a 10-year mission.
The integration of a livelihood component. That has been a challenge towards the restoration of this complex. But this time round, I would like to actually get you full report from where this program is being undertaken, that all the people residing there are really embracing this program this time round.
We are 10 months in and already the ground is shifting.
Community-run tree nurseries are at the foundation of restoration, producing the indigenous seedling that will become tomorrow's forest.
Sisi kama jensi wa hapa ama vijana wa hapa tumefaitika sana, tumefurahia ile Rais Ruto alikuwa anasema pesa mfukoni kwa vijana. Tumefaitika sana juu hii project ya High Clips tunafaitika tupande miti.
We are very keen on continuing to support this program to ensure that the role of young people and also the role of communities, especially women, is also heavily incorporated. And so we really appreciate the fact that this program has continued to open opportunities also for other partners to be part and parcel of it.
In 10 months, over 3,300 hectares have been mapped for restoration, more than 1,500 hectares already under active restoration, and approximately 1.5 million tree seedlings put in the ground. At the heart of this effort is an innovative approach called TELIS, the Tree Establishment and Livelihood Improvement Scheme. Here's how it works.
So TELIS, the way it's being implemented is heavily driven by communities, where members of Community Forest Association working jointly with the local forest station manager.
Ningependa kushukuru serikali kuhusu mradi wa TELIS /PELIS. Hasa watu wa community wamebenefit sana, hasa sana kwa chakula. Tumeweza kupata viazi kwa wingi, si chakula tu, pia na pesa, sababu tunauza viazi yenyewe tu this neighboring country. Ingine inaenda mpaka Tanzania, ingine inaenda mpaka Uganda.
Water is at the heart of everything MFC E-Clip does. The rehabilitation of Kenyatta Dam is a critical intervention, restoring water storage capacity to support irrigation and reliable water provision for communities across the landscape.
As a State Department, we are actually helping by doing restoration and rehabilitation of Kenyatta Dam. Is one of those dams that once we get the benefits of the restoration, now we'll be able to harvest a lot of water downstream. From the estimates, we are seeing that we'll be in a position to harvest at least 3.1 million cubic liters of water.
Beyond trees and water, MFC E-Clip is building a suite of nature-positive livelihoods: dairy production, potato farming, pyrethrum, beekeeping, agroforestry, and trials of tea and coffee, enterprises that work with the forest, not against it.
Mau Forest Conservation imetusaidia sana kama wamama, hasa mimi binafsi imenisaidia kwa sababu kuleta maziwa ni haraka, alafu nirudi niende nifanye shughuli zangu za kawaida. So tunashukuru sana patron wetu ambaye ni PS Ngeno kwa kutufikiria kama watu wa Milikwen.
The marathon is more than a race. It is a declaration. These communities are in this for the long run.
Ni mshindi wa 10 km Mau Conservation Marathon. Niliposhinda nilinunua ng'ombe na imesa.
Nilipojishindia Mau Conservation Marathon niliweza kusaidia kusomesha madugu zangu.
Linda Mau, boresha maisha.
The transformation is positive because of partnership. Working with the Kenya Forest Service and the State Department of Forestry on tree planting, MFC ECLIP is giving real momentum to the presidential directive to grow 15 billion trees by 2032. 10 months out of 120, the journey has only just begun. But the transformation is already undeniable. Springs are flowing where they were silent. Green is spreading where brown took over. Young people have purpose. Families have hope. Communities have agency. This is not just an environmental program. It is an investment in people, in resilience, in the future. The forest can thrive and families can prosper. Both can win. This is the power of partnership. This is the strength of community ownership. And the journey continues.
Asante. Kwa ruhusa yako sasa, mama wa taifa, naomba kumkaribisha PS wetu wa mazingira Dr. Mhandisi Festus Ngeno aweze kuzungumza na vile vile kuwatambulisha PSS wenzake ambao wamefika. Makofi mazuri.
Your Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto, we are so delighted today to see you here. My Cabinet Secretary responsible for Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Dr. Deborah Barasa, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Gender, Culture, Arts and Heritage, Ms. Anna Cheptumo, the Governor of Nakuru represented by the DG, Dr. Panakones, the PR to UNON and UNEP, Ambassador Aida Peti Odinga, my colleague Principal Secretary is PS Mugambi in charge of Forestry, PS Arumanyang in charge of Public Works, and PS Aurelia in charge of Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable Members of Parliament who are here led by the area MP, Honorable Mutai, and the Women Rep of Nakuru County, Honorable Lisa Chelule, all the MFCI CLIP partners who are here, distinguished leaders and community members who are here. Amjambo. Wapi salamu ya Mama Rachel Ruto? Arambe! Arambe! Your Excellency, nikikujanga kila siku nasemanga nimetumwa na Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto kuleta salamu. Leo mimi sijatumwa, wewe ndio umetumwa, utakuja kuwaambia wananchi ile salamu umepewa na Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto. Your Excellency, it is a great honor to host you here in Baringo Primary School. Under the auspices of the Mau Forest Complex Integrated Conservation and Livelihood Improvement Program, MFCI CLIP. Allow me, Your Excellency, to warmly welcome you on behalf of the MFCI CLIP and sincerely thank you for taking time to join us on this occasion. Your presence here today is a testament of your remarkable leadership in championing conservation and the empowerment of women and children. Your vision continues to inspire us to see environmental stewardship as a pathway to prosperity. Your Excellency, as you are aware, this is a postponed visit, but we are truly grateful that you are here today. And it brings memories of our distinguished son of Kenya, the late Honorable Raila Odinga. His untimely passing on the 15th of October 2025. Remember, Your Excellency, you were to come here on the 16th, which just occurred a day before your scheduled visit on 16th of October 2025. And therefore, I'm also truly elated that the peer, the spouse of our former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is here. Honorable Mama Aida Odinga is here with us today. It is so memorable, Your Excellency, and that is why our presence here is invaluable to us as a community. Your Excellency, the MFCI CLIP program was only 2 months old then. Today, it is 10 months old. With this in mind, allow me to provide you with a brief update. Your Excellency, while you are away, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, colorfully launched the MFCI CLIP program on the 27th of October 2025, for which we are deeply grateful to date. He also adopted 100 hectares of restoration, and I am pleased to report that the progress in this block is very, very remarkable. In fact, Your Excellency, hiyo viazi umeona imetoka kwa hiyo block ya Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto. Na tunasema asante sana. The MFCI CLIP, Your Excellency, was a significant milestone, ushering in unprecedented political goodwill for the restoration of the Mau Forest Complex. This was significant. This was an endorsement of the restoration agenda for the Mau Forest Complex. Your Excellency, I am grateful that you visited selected MFCI CLIP sites today, this morning, and witnessed some of the achievements of the past 10 months. We are delighted to share this moment with you. It is a fulfilling moment because when I conceptualized the program in July last year, under the push and pull of my PS colleague, PS Mugambi, and PS Kipto, responsible for Treasury, the 10-year program, which is community-owned, partner-driven program, I was responding to a conviction to reverse the degradation of the Mau forest that I have witnessed in my lifetime. Your Excellency, this conviction stems from the fact that not long ago, this area was colder than how you are feeling today, Your Excellency, received more rainfall than today, Your Excellency, and the cleaner rivers, and I'm happy you have pointed out the challenge that we're having in our water catchment, and productive farms. As the forest degraded, today we became not only the drivers of destruction, but also its victims. Our mothers and girls are borne the greatest burden, working further for firewood and declining water supplies. With population growth, reduced farm productivity, and mounting pressure on forest resources, Your Excellency, this has become cyclic. And this became my inspiration to make a change, not just for me, but for the children and for the generations to come and for this community. The MFCI CLIP is therefore a mission to restore the Mau forest to its former beauty, a value to the local, national, regional, and international levels, and the importance of regulating the rainfall, supporting agriculture, and securing the millions of livelihoods of the people of KURESOI North and the entire Mau Forest Complex. Protecting the Mau, Your Excellency, is therefore not just an ecological activity or priority, it is our normal responsibility and a moral responsibility for that matter. Your Excellency, and we did not conceptualize the conservation of the forest alone. By integrating conservation, livelihood improvement, circular economy, and environmental education through school programs and sporting activities, the MFCI CLIP is restoring the Mau forest while uplifting the livelihoods of the millions of people who are living in the forest. But what is a vision without the buy-in of others? We were fortunate that whereas I have no budget line from the government of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, this is a partner-driven program. It has attracted a lot of interest. Since inception, we have co-created the program with about 75 partners who gave close to a tune in terms of in-kind. So far, we have mobilized almost $1 billion Kenya shillings, Your Excellency, in the various programs that we are undertaking here through the support of the various partners. I'm glad that some of the partners are here, and at this point, Your Excellency, allow me to ask them to rise up, all the partners, including the various state departments that are here. Kindly, I know you are seated behind there. KEPSA Foundation, the state departments, the UNDP, the GGGI, Asanteni Sana. This is just a sample, Your Excellency, who are driving this program. Your Excellency, be seated. MFCI CLIP has become a partnership of equals, national and county government, private sector, conservationists, development partners, and therefore we truly appreciate our partnership with the county government of Nakuru. Your Excellency, the program has 5 components, as I mentioned: restoring degraded landscapes, improving livelihoods, circular economy, education and awareness, governance, and education. Through the giving of our esteemed partners, Your Excellency, in component 1, which is restoration, we have restored 1,500 hectares of forest with 1.5 million tree seedlings in 2 sites. So Marindas, where we were this morning, Paraget Forest in Eastern Mau, and Kasharake, KURESOI Forest Station. Through the Adopt a Forest approach, we have 1,635 hectares of forest land adopted by various leaders and partners including His Excellency the President, the Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service, our Cabinet Secretary, Her Excellency Governor Kiiga of Nakuru, Kenya Commercial Bank, Kenya Power, Safaricom, among others. And just this morning, Your Excellency, you have adopted 33 hectares, which is close to 100 acres of forest land in Marindas, Paraget Forest Station. We thank you for leading by example. Your Excellency, on Component 2 on Livelihood Improvement Program, which is even more exciting, we have supported over 10,230 farmers across potato, pyrethrum, avocado, tree nursery, dairy, fodder, and beekeeping value chains in KURESOI South and North, and you witnessed it, Your Excellency, in the documentary. The 10,200 beneficiaries are spread across potato value chains, and we are working on interventions to improve the productivity for these people. Your Excellency, these farmers can be traced, and their farms are currently being geo-referenced, and we pair them with the various partners. KEPSA Foundation, for example, is working with the various women groups who are here to deliver on that program. Closer home, Your Excellency, a few meters from here, we have Kosirikwa Modern Potato Farmers Cooperative, which receive 165 of the pre-basic potatoes from the Agricultural Development Corporation, which they are bulking and supplying to farmers to improve seed quality, productivity, and income. A few kilometers from here, Your Excellency, the Ponde Car Self-Group, which has set up an apiary supported by SMAX Foundation with 40 PIs, which are being given to the MFC ICLIP program, and we truly appreciate the partnership. The Ponde Youth Group will soon be packaging Mau organic honey straight from the forest, creating livelihoods for local young people, and we truly appreciate the partnership. On dairy, beside the Milkway and Farmers Cooperative Society in KURESOI South, we also have Kapteta Farmers Cooperative Society, which is close by, which has also benefited from the program. The 3 coolers, which were donated or supported by the State Department of Livestock, have a good women story. At Milkway, for example, Your Excellency, they have increased milk prices by Kenya shillings 12 shillings, and reduced milk delivery time, freeing women from other activities. In addition, further splits provided by Micro Enterprise Support Program Trust to over 350 households will be multiplied to boost milk productivity and household incomes. Your Excellency, the MFC ICLIF received from the State Department of Forestry through Kenya Forest Research Institute, KEFRI 647 kilograms of certified seeds, which are distributed through the various nurseries within the community. It is exciting that most of these tree nurseries are pioneered and led by women, and in some cases, the youth. Beyond the nurseries directly supported the program, we have mapped existing community nurseries and linked them to partners who purchase their seedlings for restoration activities. And this is besides the 1 million tree nursery, which has been donated or supported by the Green Generation Initiative that you launched or you witnessed this morning. The number of avocado seedlings have gone up. We work with village elders and agripreneurs from the State Department of Agriculture. Farmers receive the exact number of seedlings that are available. Avocado growing and coffee and tea traveling is key towards introducing perennial cash crops. And all these beneficiary households, Your Excellency, are sequentially mapped from the forest boundary outward, strictly targeting households adjacent to the forest. Our forest restoration program achievement, Your Excellency, have given us a good problem. As you saw this morning, we have not only grown trees, we have grown potatoes, and in significant quantities. When we change our restoration approach from the labor-based approach, Your Excellency, I did receive, and thank you so much, PS Mugambi, for allowing us to undertake the tree establishment and livelihood improvement program, the TELIS. In the TELIS system, which has become our game changer, and it has enabled communities to grow scheduled crops while tending to tree seedlings. So far, as you've indicated, Your Excellency, 1,385 acres of land has been allocated to 4,650 households with an allocation of 0.5 acres in Kasharake and 0.25 acres in Marindas to each CFA member household, as you saw in your Marindas block. And these numbers are growing, and I've already, Your Excellency, written another letter to PS Mugambi to allocate us more space, because I have pressure from the people of KURESOI North and KURESOI South and the area that the program is serving. And I know graciously, PS Mugambi, you are considering the allocation because you've seen I've done a good job on what you've given me. With a majority of these households having planted or planning to plant potatoes, we are looking at a huge potato volumes. I'm pleased, Your Excellency, that KEPSA Foundation is already working with offtake arrangements. Given the scale of production, I call on more partners to join this effort. Over the next 2 months, the Mau will experience a potato boom. And this is a huge contribution to the local community. I've just worked out on the calculation that if we are able to deliver on the 1,300, even if we sell the 120 bags per acre at Kenya shillings 1,000, we are going to make over 333 million per harvest, Your Excellency, with one harvest. And with 3 harvests, we can easily make 1 billion shillings within the restoration area, which is the local income that we are looking forward to in this journey. Your Excellency, with the tail is accelerating tree growing through the tree first requirement while injecting substantial income into the local community, we are glad that initiatives such as Choyua Table Banking offer a valuable model. We invite partners to support these new potato millionaires, as I call them, Your Excellency, the community members who are here, to build their capacity. And this is important because in the next 3 years, as you are aware, Your Excellency, they must leave the forest. We must make them ready for that purpose. Your Excellency, we are kickstarting work on energy-saving chicos, as you have seen. We want to reduce the firewood usage and transition to our mothers to clean cooking, which is a very, very important aspect. Your Excellency, right here, 237 households were being connected to electricity by the rural electrification in Kasharage, Siliponing and Mengit village. And we have also made progress in water access. As you've seen, we are working with the State Department of Wildlife. We have sunk 2 boreholes while the county government has solarized the borehole in Tachasis. The State Department, as you have seen, Your Excellency, I have explained to you, is also working on rehabilitating Kenyatta Dam to provide water to over 500 households and support small elder irrigation. We could go on and on, Your Excellency, but allow me to mention this, that we have co-created with a component with Mama Doing Good, recognizing that learners can be effective conservation champions and that malnutrition affects their academic performance. We pioneered fruit orchards and Mama Kitchen Gardens under the MFCI Model School component. Let me sincerely thank you, Your Excellency, for the kitchen garden concept, a simple but yet powerful tool. Deploying it in the initial 10 schools that you have supported yourself directly, we look forward to expanding it in the second edition to all the 534 schools in the MFCI Cliff area. And we are also working with 180 schools to set up fruit orchards of 40 avocado seedlings. And the kitchen garden that you commissioned today in Baringo Primary School will serve as a learning center for the community. The kitchen garden initiative speaks directly to a lifelong commitment, empowering women as drivers of change. It transforms local action into national impact, advancing food security and climate resilience. Under your leadership, Your Excellency, environmental care is no longer a sectoral call, but a shared responsibility for the future generations. Your Excellency, the first edition marathon, Mau Conservation Marathon, was held on 27 October 2025. We had 1,000 athletes participating, and we paid out a total of 5.39 million shillings, and 2 million shillings out of that, Your Excellency, came from the President himself. The event not only showcased talent, it created awareness on conservation, and the prize money paid out has made a huge impact to the winning athletes, and you've seen the testimonies for yourself, Your Excellency. And it gets more exciting. The second edition of the Mau Conservation Marathon is exactly a week from now, on 3rd of July, 2026, Your Excellency. The finishing point is here. For the full marathon, we are starting from Olenguruani, 42 kilometers, and we are ending it up here. And we have 42 kilometers, 21 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and we are looking at over 2,500 participants. Your Excellency, as I mentioned to you, the first winner, na watu wa Sirikwa, KURESOI, not Mujipange, the first winner of the 42 kilometers will go home with a whooping 600,000 shillings, Your Excellency. And we are going to award up to 120 athletes, taking home a total payout of 7.8 million Kenya shillings. And all these, Your Excellency, have been supported by the State Department of Sports through Sports Fund, and we truly appreciate the co-creation in that regard. Your Excellency, the picture looks rosy, the achievements are exciting, but we are still far. When I tell Mugambi that I have planted 1.5 million tree seedlings in 10 months, he asked me, I thought the target was 4 million. That's a young Guinea happy. So I'm under pressure, Your Excellency, from my colleague. But we are going to deliver, Your Excellency, with this partnership. The task ahead is therefore huge, and I invite all of you to continue offering support to the fulfillment of these targets. As a patron of MFC ICLIF, Your Excellency, I remain fully committed to providing leadership that strengthens coordination, promotes accountability, and ensures that the resources mobilized through this initiative deliver measurable and lasting impact on the ground. Your Excellency, today, as you inspire the MFC ICLIF women in conservation across Kenya, women remain the backbone of our rural agriculture, environmental stewardship, and family nutrition. Under MFC ICLIF, women will continue to be actively engaged as agents of change, leading forest restoration and riparian protection, kitchen gardens, agroforestry, tree nursery enterprises, and propagating fruit trees. They will assess clean cooking and water harvesting technologies, reducing environmental pressure while improving livelihoods and household nutrition. As we uplift our women today, we shall not forget those whose hands will carry this vision into our future, our learners. We shall continue nurturing schools as green learning hubs through Mazingira clubs, creative arts, model schools showcasing green learning centers, ICT apps, circular economy initiatives, tree nurseries, and renewable energy solutions. In closing, Your Excellency, it is my prayer that this initiative stands out as a message of hope, inspiration, and enduring commitment. Together, we can restore degraded landscapes, empower women and youth, and revive the Mau forest to full vitality and glory. As we commit to continue delivering the MFC ICLIF promise, Your Excellency, we look forward to hosting you annually. And now that you have adopted Marindas, I don't think you have an option not to be coming annually, because you need to be checking on the growth of your trees. And we will provide, I assure you, that the 33 hectares that you've adopted, Your Excellency, today, Your Excellency, we will make sure that every tree in that area is fully planted and fully taken care of by the CFAs and the community people who are there. Again, Your Excellency, thank you once more for joining us today. I am truly grateful. I'm truly happy that you are here. Nakushukuru sana. May God bless you. May God bless our president, even as you support him. And truly, we are going to go places. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Allow me, Your Excellency, to ask my PSS colleagues to come to say hi. Kindly, PS Mugambi, PS Arumanyang, PS Aurelia, because naona sitapata nafasi ingine. I'll ask PS Arumanyang kusalamiana na PS Aurelia, and because PS Mugambi is in charge of this forest work I'm doing, Your Excellency, he will give you a report himself. Maybe yenye nimesema ni uongo. Thank you.
Mama wa Taifa, Mama Aida, mawaziri wetu, PSS wenzangu na wananchi, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena. Asante mama wa county, mama wa taifa, kwa sababu jana ulikuwa West Pokot na mwenzangu hapa ameongea mambo yote. Asante sana kwa kusupport program, na tutafika Singapore kwa programs kama hii. Asante sana.
Okay, asante sana mama wetu wa taifa, our First Lady, Her Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto, Ambassador Haida, Waziri Barasa, Waziri Ann Wendot, my colleagues, all protocols observed. Bwana asifiwe. God is good. And all the time, God is good, and that is his nature. Mimi naitwa Aurelia Rono, PS State Department for Parliamentary Affairs. Inaitwa idara ya serikali ya masuala ya bunge. Asante sana kwa hii nafasi. Wacha nichukue tu nafasi nimwambie our First Lady asante sana. you are leading from the front. I remember I've participated in a number of activities, events, Mama Doing Good, and I know this program is really dear in your heart. I know one of the pillars is the environment and climate action, which is what is being done here. So thank you, Mama, for leading from the front. Watu wa huku Baringo primary around this area, mumefurahia hii program? Mumefurahia? Asante sana kwa kusaidia kusupport program ya serikali ya rais wetu ya kuhakikisha tumerudisha nchi yetu ikuwe mzuri, ndio tuweze tupate chakula, tupate pesa kwa mfuko na tupate zile vitu mzuri Mungu alitupangia. Mungu awabariki sana. Asante. And congratulations our patron and the entire Ministry of Environment. Asante.
Asante sana Mama wa Taifa Lecho Ruto, Your Excellency, CS wa Ministry ya Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, CS Ann Chepchumo, Mama Ida, Permanent Representative to the UNEP, all the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, God is good and all the time. Asante sana. Yangu, Your Excellency, ni kusema asante sana for coming here. Kwa sababu kukuja hapa unatusaidia sana sisi watu wa msitu kueneza ile agenda ya rais wetu ya 15 billion trees, at the same time agenda ya conserve our forest. And we are really happy because this is the way to go. Your Excellency, I will inform you that within the 15 billion agenda tree planting, County of Nakuru, where we are, the target for County of Nakuru on yearly basis is 29 million trees to be planted that is every year. To date, 3 years down the road since we started, Nakuru County has planted 68 million trees, which is good, but it can be better. And with Ngeno here, because I'm pushing him, and the others, we will achieve the president's agenda. It is good for this country, it is good for us, and it is wealth creation as well as jobs creation for our country. Nikiwa hapo, allow me, Your Excellency, niseme, this program, kama hii Ngeno wako naye hapa, PS Ngeno wako naye hapa, we got the model for this from PS Kipto in Kaptaget, and we are spreading it all over the country. Ngeno has taken it with a lot of energy, and he is moving very fast. In fact, I will tell Kipto, asipochunga Ngeno atampita, kwa sababu Ngeno akona a lot of energy, and hiyo energy inaenda vizuri. To date, we have 32 such programs taking place in our country. And I'm happy, Your Excellency, that now Kakamega, it is yours. At the same time also, here you have the 34 hectares, which we will support you as you support us to move forward. Mama Ida, Migori ni yako. And we are going to work with you so that we restore Migori forest. At the same time, as we are here, CS and Chipchumo ameona, amekubali na amesema hata yeye sasa Baringo ni yake. And thank you so much. We welcome you. We will walk you the journey. With that, allow me to say this. Trees planting is really a wealth creation for our country, and we all need to move in that direction. I thank the people of KURESOI, kwa sababu you have decided to be here to plant trees, not to be in the streets. Because being here, we are creating wealth. Ama namna gani? Tuko hapo sisi sote. Asante sana. Mungu ambariki. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, PS. Your Excellency, you cannot adopt a forest or you cannot run such a program without the endorsement of PS Mugambi. He has to write a letter to you. Yeah, hawezi, hakuna vile utapita, lazima upitie yeye. That is why I was telling people of KURESOI North, mkiona Mugambi, mjunge vizuri. Si mimi ndio nimewaletea hii mawaida yote, ama faida yenye mmewapata. It's through my colleague PS Mugambi who has supported me and told me to go to do restoration. Asante.
PSC huyu amesema muongeze shamba. Mnataka shamba ingine? Kwa sababu you are doing a good job. Hiyo, take it from me, it is granted. And my CSE is here, I know she will support me. Thank you so much.
Siniliwaambia. That is the guy to watch. And thank you so much, PS Mugambi. I'll come and pick the letter from your office on Monday so that I can work with my team. Allow me, Your Excellency, now to bring on Honorable Mutai. Come. I guide you on what you need to do. The Member of Parliament, KURESOI North, as we take on the program.
Your Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, mawaziri, mama yetu Mama Aida, my colleagues na wananchi wote watukufu. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe tena. Asante sana. Mine, I will be brief because the main agenda ya siku ya leo imeweza kuprosecutiwa vizuri na PS wetu Ngeno. La kwanza ni kukaribisha mama wetu, Mama Rachel hapa KURESOI North. Feel free, huku ndio nyumbani. Inji iko juu na ukisikia baridi vile iko, but it is fresh. Ini wewe ndio consumer wa kwanza. So I want to say that karibu sana. Tangu tumeanza safari pale upande ya Nyota Ward, Marindas, mahali ambapo umeweza kuchukua officially take over the adoption of the forest hapo. Nataka nisema asante sana na karibu. Allow me, Your Excellency, before I proceed also, niko na mama watoto hapa karibu, ningependa niweze kuintroduce sababu najua mkitoka mtaniwacha kwa vita. So unaweza simama uwe vizuri bila haraka. Asante. She's called Stella. Naye ndiye ananishikilia pia. And I want to tell you, inform you, First Lady, that you are our role model. You know, the man before you is a politician. Na mimi pia nashikilia ile challenges ya kawaida huwa naelezea yeye, unaona vile mama yetu Mama Rachel anachukua. And we are growing. We really appreciate you. Your Excellency, nimefurahishwa sana na presentation of those kids hapa. Na nikasema acha nichukue nafasi ya kipekee ni kuombe ruhusa siku moja uweze kualika pale State House wakuja wakusalimie. Najua hiyo you will consider siku moja. Your Excellency, part of the presentation that you have had kupitia watoto, there was somewhere in the message akasema they were requested something here in school. Najua mama akifika nchi yote inapona. So I'll luckily present to you something so that you can consider, because we have this school here, we have the senior school here, and you also have the school where we just landed on the other side. I would wish to present something to you, and I know mama wetu kuna nguvu ya kutosha ya kushikilia mimi mahali, sababu tumeweza kuspend ile CDF kidogo, lakini bado haijatutosha. So najua uwepo wako huku itakuwa ni baraka tele kwetu. Jambo lingine, Your Excellency, utakaporudi Nairobi siku ya leo, uende usalimie rais wetu. And sisi pia kama Kuresoi North constituency tumeweza kufikiwa na maendeleo tele kupitia rais wetu. Take a message of appreciation to him na uambie tuko na yeye pamba tu pamba. Ama mnasema namna gani? Hebu mnionyeshe kwa mkono mama wetu aweze kuona. Hiyo ndio ishara ya boss wetu ambaye ni rais wetu. Last year alikuwa hapa and he has been here for like 3 times, which has never been done by any other sitting president ever before. President has been to Kuresoi North like 3 times, and I am hoping he will be here also for another 3 times before we summarize the first term as we proceed to the second term. Hii barabara kutoka junction pale ni barabara ya kwanza Kuresoi North kuwekwa lami, na hiyo imeweza kutekelezwa ndani ya rais wetu William Ruto. Juu ya hiyo tumeweza kupata miradi mingi sana ya malami. Mpaka kwa sasa hata mimi nimeongezwa jina kidogo. Unajua mimi ndio mtu wa mkono wa rais. Sasa zingine wanasema Mutai wa malami, lakini naambia hiyo si yangu, ni ya boss mwenye ameweza kunikubali na aliona the condition and the status of Kuresoi North, and he had to agree that it can be taken as an affirmative action kwa kuweza kuinua network yetu ya mabarabara, because even this program ya leo ya MFC iClip, kitu ambayo ni nguzo kwa hayo yote lazima ikuwe na good road network ambayo sasa tunatekeleza. Alafu tena we are going on with the distribution ya stima ambayo inaendelea vizuri. Enda ushukuru rais na uambie mtu wake wa mkono anafurahia sana mashinani. Mama wetu, mama taifa, I remember immediately after election you led us into prayers 2023 around April. I cannot remember the date. There in Nakuru NSC grounds tulikuwa tunaombea maombi ya mvua, if you can still remember. Mpaka ikafika mahali wengine wakasema hata maombi mnaombea mvua. But that time wiki moja haikuisha, hata kama kukuwa na signs ya mvua kama leo, but wiki moja haikuisha. And from then hadi kwa sasa Kenya haijawahi experience an acute drought like it used to happen before. So we really appreciate that we have mama wetu who is a prayerful mama. Asante sana, endelea kubarikiwa. I just want to place also before you, I know kama kawaida utafunga na maombi. Mvua najua utashukisha, hii imekaribia, lakini tunataka ishuke chini, iguze mchanga. Pia another item I will just add to you is uweze kutuombea amani ile ambayo imekuwa Kenya, imekuwa Kuresoi, iweze kuendelea. Hiyo ndio tunakupea mama wetu, ndio tuweze kushikilia, sababu hapa Kuresoi ni constituency ambapo kuna jamii zote, na tunafurahia sana because we all coexist peacefully. Na hiyo ndio ile zawadi ambayo upelekee rais, waambie yeye kwamba tunashukuru kwa sababu yeye ndiye amekuwa baba wetu ambaye ametuongoza mpaka kwa sasa. Tunafurahia kama wakazi wa Kuresoi North constituency. Endelea kubarikiwa mama wetu na tunakuheshimu sana. Kwa hayo mengi na chache sitaweza kuendelea kupita hapo, lakini nataka nikupe ishara kwamba sisi wote, you know, me I represent the political arena or the hand of politics. Without all these things kama hii sasa, bila mkono ya wana siasa kama sisi, you know, saa zingine for us politicians we have tunatumia mdomo. Hii program ya MFC iClip imeweza kutekelezwa sababu this time round tuliweza kuhusisha sisi wote, ambapo hiyo component of livelihood ni kitu ambayo tulikuwa tunaona ni vizuri uweze kuongezwa hapo. Maybe a challenge to our PS forestry, Bwana Mugambi. Hata saa zile mnapanda miti pale msituni, I have an idea that iwe kuongezwa na fruit trees. Ongeza avocado hapo ndani, another fruit trees, so that in future when the whole system has been restored, hata saa zile tunatembea tunaenda picnic, tunakula matunda kama avocado, tunapata kila kitu at least. And I know that component we can also conjoin with the kina mama ambao wako hapa. So that at least uko pia saa zingine unasema utembee huko ndani na uweze kukula matunda. Kwa hayo mengi na machache, nataka niseme asante. Asante sana. Huko mbele, sisi kama wakazi wa KURESOI North, peleka ujumbe yetu ya 2 term kwa rais. Munasema namna gani? Munasema namna gani? Sisi wote tumesema 2 term. Na hiyo 2 term atutuseme peke yake kwa mdomo. We want to affirm it by turning out that particular day to a tune of 100% for the turnout here in KURESOI. Na mimi kama mtu wake wa mkono wa rais, mnasema nini kwa huyu Aramutai? Hebu mnionyeshe ni Ongoi. Wengine wamesema long term. Asante. So kwa nafasi hiyo pia utaniruhusu niweze kutambua we have the leaders here with us. Last time I was an MCA and I've seen the sitting MCAs who are here with us. Allow me, Your Excellency, to actually recognize them. And we have the area MCA. Wasimame MCAs wote ambao wako na sisi. At the far end is the MCA Nyota Ward where we just started our program. Bwana Langat. Next is Emmanuel area MCA wa Sirikwa Ward. We have Robert Langat MCA kutoka Amalo KURESOI South. We have MCA Ellen special elect kutoka upande ya Amalo. We have Evelyn special elect kutoka Kitagich. And last but not least, MCA kutoka Kamara Ward, Bwana Maritim. Asante sana, barikiwa. Kwa hiyo nafasi nataka niweze kuchukua kukaribisha pia mama wetu Mama County ambaye pia ni mentor wangu. Karibu sana Mama County, uje usalimiane. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Your Excellency, Mama Taifa, Mheshimiwa Rachel Ruto, a special guest again, Ambassador Ida, Honorable Ida Odinga, ambaye ni mara yake ya kwanza kuungana na sisi. Na nataka kuambia Mama Taifa kwamba tunashukuru sana sababu umetuletea mgeni. That is how, hiyo ndio chinzi ya kuleta watu pamoja katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. CSS ambaye wako hapa na PSS wote ambaye wako hapa, wageni wote, tuko na County Commissioner wetu wa Nakuru na tuko na partners ambaye walisimama akpiga walinyon mune. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Harambe. Harambe. Sijasikia harambe. Asante sana, nataka kuchukua hii nafasi kushukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kutupatia nafasi leo tukutane kwa mkutano ya maajabu sisi. This is a very special meeting. Mama Taifa, it is a special meeting. We are really happy with what you are doing with Kenyans. So, leo ukue KURESOI North, hii ni baraka kwetu kubwa sana. Unajua vizuri vile tumeanza mkutano yetu. Unajua vizuri vile tumefika hapa. Ile mali utawacha hapa, the 1 million avocados ambaye utawacha KURESOI North. Hiyo ni tunasema shukrani sana, Your Excellency. Sitaki kuongea mengi zimeongelewa. Ili tuhifadhi mzitu wetu wa Mau. Mama Taifa tutahifadhi tukiwa na wamama na vijana wetu ambaye ninajua watapata kazi kufanya mambo ya tree nurseries, raising of tree nurseries. Vijana wetu hapa KURESOI South and KURESOI North ndio watafanya. Na ninataka kusema mambo ya energy saving stoves ambaye ningependa kuambia PS wetu ambaye ametupatia taarifa mzuri sana. Bwana PS Ngeno, I'm talking to you. Unapopanga mambo ya livelihood katika misitu, ili tuachane na msitu kabisa. Wakati unapopanga mambo ya livelihood, kumbuka upatie kina mama majiko ambaye zile zinatumia kuni chache. Kumbuka kupatia hawa.
na ukumbuke pia watengenezee mambo ya zero grazing ndio waweze kupata mambo ya gas. Wakipata biogas hakuna siku utawaona wakiingia kwa msituni. Kwa hivyo tuuzishe kina mama kwa kila jambo, livelihood yote ambaye mmetaja katika taarifa yenu, mkumbuke kina mama na vijana wetu. Bwana PS pia ningependa kukumbusha kwamba farmers training colleges, farmers training along what we are doing, what we are suggesting to do to conserve Mau, the issue of farmers training ndio wapate mambo ya masomo kuhusu ukulima, kutupate masomo kuhusu mambo ya livelihood, mambo vile tutajisimamia sisi kama kina mama na sisi kama watu ya KURESOI North ama wale watu wanaishi around Mau. Kwa hivyo tumefurahi sana. Tumefurahi pia sababu tumepata the planting of trees. As we are planning to plant trees in the forest, we want to assist these people to also plant their trees in their individual lands. Ndio wapate, wakitaka kakuni kidogo watapata hapo kwao nyumbani. Kwa hivyo tunapofanya hii mambo ya upanzi wa miti katika msitu wetu, ninaomba tu development partners ambayo wako hapa, I know there are those who are very good in doing this, planting of trees and mobilizing of the seedlings. Mkumbuke tupande, wale farmers wanaishi kando ya misitu pia wapandiwe katika mashamba yao ndio tuweze kupata what we need from those trees, because miti sio mambo ya kukata peke yake na kutumia kwa kuni, ni hata kukata na kuuza. Kwa hivyo ningependa sana hao wamama ama individual farmers wapandiwe pia mambo ya miti. Now the issue of application. Now hatuwezi kuongea mambo ya Nakuru County bila kutaja mambo ya amani. Watu ya Nakuru omitene? Kina mama muko? Mnajua kukiwa na shida ni nani anaumia? Ni mama na nani? Na watoto. Ni mama na nani? Tunapenda amani. Wacha nione kwa mkono yenu mambo ya amani, amani, amani. Nikisema amani mnasema milele. Amani. Milele. Kwa hivyo amani ni jambo la muhimu katika Nakuru, na ningependa kuchukua nafasi kuambia viongozi wote katika Nakuru na wananchi wa Nakuru kwamba mambo ya amani ni ya maana sana. Lazima tuiweke katika mkakati yetu ya uongozi. Tuweke mkakati mambo ya amani, tuweke kila mara tunapoanza chochote, na tukubali kuongozwa na viongozi wengine pia. Let us respect all the leaders. Let us respect one another. When I'm speaking about leaders, I'm speaking even about the village elder, yule ako nyumbani. Awe respected na apatiwe nafasi. Tujipende asa kwa uongozi. Let us appreciate one another. Hakuna haja ya mambo mingi katika uongozi. Tukae pamoja kwa amani, tupendane, tusukume nchi yetu. Vile tunasukuma sasa, kila mtu wako hapa na ni kiongozi. Na tukikutanisha uongozi yetu ama nguvu zetu ya uongozi, sisi wote tutaenda mbali. Kwa hivyo mimi kama Liza Chelule ninaweka maanani sana na maana sana mambo ya amani. Kwa hivyo Mungu awabariki sana. So as you go back, we want to thank the president of this country. We want to thank the president. Amefanya kazi. Mama Rachel, I know inasemekana for every successful man behind is a lady. And for every successful leader like His Excellency the President of this country, besides is Honorable Rachel Ruto. Tupigie makofi. Tunashukuru sana. Ile kazi amefanya kwa wakati kidogo sana. Amefanya kazi mingi sana. And we love you. I know we've done some few meetings with you, Mama Rachel, and I know the powers of your prayers. When I see things ikijamuka saa zingine ninajua tunakuombea ndio uendelee kupata nguvu. I know the powers of your prayers. And we are where we are today as a country. Mama Taifa siwezi kuogopa kukuambia. It is because of your prayers, and I know your prayers because you have one time even prayed for me. So we really thank God for how we've come this far that we've come as a country, and it is our prayer that Mungu atatusaidia tutafika mahali tunaenda. As you go back, Mama Rachel, as you go back, pass our regards to the president, and also pass our regards to a young girl mwenye anaitwa Charlene Ruto. Mnajua huyo msichana alituletea inaitwaje? Beehives. Mnakumbuka alituletea beehives? Obirkine wane ushalino. Inyeshe. Shalino ngeno lebango kaonai. So pass our regards to Shalin. Unajua mtoto ya simba ni simba tu. Hakuna vile atachange. Kwa hivyo hiyo mrengo amechukua, tuko na furaha kuendelea kufanya kazi na yeye. Kwa hivyo sina mengi, kina mama tufanye bidii, vijana tufanye bidii, watu ya KURESOI tufanye bidii. Mungu yuko mbele na atatusaidia na tutasonga pamoja. Kabla sijaenda nataka kusikia harambe ya 2 term ya president mara ingine. Harambe! Wapi ya Mutai? Wapi ya Liza Chelule? Wapi ya Kenya yetu? May God bless you so much.
Mimi nimefika mwisho ya program ya upande yangu na nataka nichukue nafasi hii kukaribisha PS aweze kuendelea. Kongoi mizingo ngiribe mete. Unaona? Kongoi mizingo, mbarikiwe sana. Thank you.
Thank you so much Mheshimiwa Mutai na women rep of vitu yote mumesema tutafanya. Allow me your excellency now to bring on board the deputy governor Nakuru County Bwana Kones aseme on behalf of the county government of Nakuru. Tumpigie makofi akikuja. Welcome DG.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, Mama Ida, national and county government representatives, our CSS present, PSS present, members of the National Assembly, County Assembly, na wananchi wote hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Now, on behalf of the governor of Nakuru County, Her Excellency Susan Gihiga and the entire county government, I warmly welcome you, Your Excellency Rachel Ruto, to Nakuru County and congratulate you for your unwavering commitment to improving food and nutrition security among Kenyan households. I want to sincerely thank you, Your Excellency, for getting time and especially to visit our county, Nakuru County. We want to applaud you and thank you so much. Out of your very busy schedule, you get time to visit our people. Your work of this environmental improvement and especially reforestation and afforestation is actually a commendable work that you are doing for us. It is not only improving our environment, it is also improving the food security in our country and also the health of our people. So we really welcome you in our county of Nakuru. Now, kitchen garden technology plays a critical role in addressing some of the most pressing challenges facing our communities today. By promoting local food production, kitchen gardens reduce and carbon footprint associated with transporting food over long distances while increasing access to fresh, nutritious vegetables and fruits. Also, Nakuru County continues to support tree growing initiatives through the distribution of avocado seedling and promotion of agroforestry technologies that improve household incomes while increasing tree cover and restoring our environment. Ladies and gentlemen, Nakuru County fully aligns with the First Lady's vision of empowering young people through agriculture. Agriculture remains the backbone of our economy and offers immense opportunities for employment, enterprise development, and wealth creation, especially for the youth. Following the national revitalization of the program, Nakuru County currently has 89 schools actively implementing 4K club activities with more than 5,500 learners participating. This demonstrates the growing interest among young people in agriculture and environmental conservation. As Nakuru County, we remain committed to implementing the First Lady's nutrition and food security agenda through targeted agri-nutrition programs and school-based interventions. Under the leadership of Our Excellency Governor Susan Kihiga, the county government continues to implement the ECDE fortified porridge program, which has significantly improved nutrition and learning outcomes among young children. Combined with school kitchen gardens, environmental conservation initiatives, and continuous capacity building of farmers, teachers, and extension officers, these efforts contributing to healthier, food secure, and climate resilience in Nakuru County. To our learners gathered here today, this garden belongs to you. Take care of it, learn from it, and use the knowledge and gain to inspire your families and communities. In conclusion, allow me once again to sincerely thank Her Excellency the First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, for choosing Nakuru County as part of this noble initiative. We appreciate your dedication to empowering children, strengthening nutrition, promoting environmental stewardship, and building resilient communities through agriculture. Thank you very much, and welcome again, Your Excellency. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor. A round of applause to him. Asante sana, Your Excellency. As I bring on board Mama Ida Odinga, I want to bring a young girl who is my ambassador. Where is Asha? Kimbia. Your Excellency, I have an ambassador for Mau. Patia mic. Aseme tu jambo moja, she's quiet.
Good morning, everyone.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I can't hear you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sasha Chepkwech, the Green Ambassador, author of Sasha Young Voice for a Greener World, First Lady Mazingira Award winner, and founder of Sasha Greeners Foundation. Today, I am proud to stand here as a First Lady Mazingira Award winner. Your Excellency, since you awarded me in 2024, I have grown, and so has my passion for conservation. I continue to spread your message about mazingira yetu ni jukumu letu. I want to thank PS Ngeno for awarding me as the Mau Ambassador, and he also awarded me 20 hectares for conservation. This is a great honor that I cherish. I want to encourage children in Baringo Primary School to become environmental champions. Let's work together to protect the Mau. And remember, linda Mau, boresha maisha. Mazingira yetu ni jukumu letu. Watoto hoe!
Oi.
Siwasikii watoto hoe!
Oi.
Wangapi wenu wamepanda miti kama mimi? Mikono juu. Jameni, tupande miti. Mtaniahidi mtapanda miti?
Yeah.
Asante. May God bless you all, and may God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Asante for really honoring her, and I have adopted her for the purposes of pushing the 15 billion tree growing through the learners as an ambassador of the Mau program. Your Excellency, allow me now, nimemaliza yangu. Asanteni sana watu wa KURESOI North. I am truly grateful, Your Excellency, once more for honoring us. With that, allow me to bring on board Mama Ida Odinga, the PR to UNEP and UNON. Her Excellency Dr. Ambassador Ida Peti Odinga to address watu wa KURESOI North. Asanteni sana, God bless you.
Thank you. Wow. God is good all the time. Hey, and that is God's nature. Today is a very special day for me. But before I begin, I must say thank God for making it possible for me to be here. I've heard of KURESOI many times, but I didn't expect what I'm seeing today. Secondly, I want to thank His Excellency the President, William Samoei Ruto, for choosing me to be ambassador of UNEP, because I can see what I've been missing. Today I'll not send my friend to greet him, but I'll send the minister and the PS to thank him on my behalf. What I've seen here today is unparalleled. I know I passed over here, but I didn't know what was happening in the ground. And therefore, what I've seen today is wonderful. And I'm going to copy you, people of this area. I'm going to copy you. You can call me copycat, but I'll copy you so that we can also have a duplicate of what is here somewhere else. Not only that, I've talked to the area member of parliament. I'm coming back. And I'll not come back alone. I want to bring some women from other areas to come and see what people are doing here, what the women are doing here in this place. Your Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. Deborah Baraza, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Mrs. Hannah Wendot Cheptumo, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Gender, Culture, Arts and Heritage, Your Excellency, Honorable David Kones, Deputy Governor of Nakuru County, Dr. Engineer Festus K. Ngeno, Principal Secretary to State Department for Environment, Climate Change, and patron of this program. Wow. Principal Secretaries here present, honorable members of Parliament present, distinguished guests, teachers, pupils, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to join you all here today on matter close to the heart and future of our nation. I'm thrilled to join you, my sisters and friends. Your Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, on this auspicious occasion. This represents the very best of locally led climate and conservation action. Looking at the energy in this vibrant community, it is meaningful that global solutions we spend hours debating on in international spaces are being built right here within the Mau ecosystem. This grassroots reach is also more impactful, driven by our very own women and children. Her Excellency, at the UN Environmental Program, we speak daily about planetary crisis, the interlocking threats of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution, among others. These are not just theoretical concepts in policy documents, but also lived realities. We see them daily in the changing and unpredictable weather seasons, quality of depleted soils, and drying water resources. For us to secure our future, we must realize that local ecosystems are our ultimate shield against this global crisis. This brings me to the regional and national heartbeat of our conservation efforts, the Mau complex. The Mau forest is not just a collection of trees. It is critical ecosystem, geopolitical importance that sustains life. This forest complex is the single largest water tower in East Africa. It's the source of Sondu-Miriu River, the Mara River, Zoya River, Yala Nyando River, and 12 other small rivers which flow directly into Lake Victoria, the world's second largest freshwater lake. As you all know, I come from the lake region. Lake Victoria sustains its livelihood, agriculture, economies, and over 40 million cross Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, and serves as the primary source of the Great River Nile. This means that Mau Forest directly affects the peace, security, and survival of the entire East African region. Ladies and gentlemen, our shared responsibility, our shared response to this crisis must line up with global agenda for sustainable development, localized intervention like the Mau Forest Complex Integrated Conservation and Livelihood Improvement Program are actively delivering multi-sustainable development goals. We have seen that today in areas we've been to. When we plant fruit orchards and set up school kitchen gardens like we've seen here, we are targeting SDG 2 on zero hunger and SDG 3 on good health and well-being. By securing clean energy like biogas, we're driving SDG 7 on affordable clean energy. We also relieve women of daily burden of fetching firewood, of major stride towards achieving SDG 5, gender equality. Above all, we maintain central focus on SDG 13 on climate action. Your Excellency, let me for this moment extend my warmest congratulations to this program under explanatory patronage of Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, Principal Secretary and son of this soil, and also my son. P.S. Your leadership is localizing global policies into grassroots movement is truly remarkable. And I'm sure many of us and many other people are going to copy you. I'm glad you have agreed that you are also going to assist them to achieve what you are doing in this place. I call upon all local and international players, development partners, and the private sector to look closely at what is happening here today. Let us rally behind and invest in local community-led solutions like the Mau Forest Complex Integrated Conservation and Livelihood Improvement Program. The global environmental framework we design can only be succeed if they are anchored by communities at grassroots level. And I've seen here today, whatever we've seen here is anchored by the community. We've seen Wakina Mama, we've seen the children, and we've seen the whole community, what they can do. I'm sure many communities would like to copy what we are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, may I conclude by the words of Wangari Maathai, the Nobel Prize winner. No matter who we are or what we are capabilities, we can call to do our best we can. Whatever we do, we got to do it to the best of our ability. Whoever we are, let's give our all to improvement of this area and improvement of areas where we live. Therefore, to the wonderful girls and boys here today, you are our champions. And we've seen the little girl here who is really our champion. We saw others earlier who were showing us what was happening there. And we've seen many of you doing the right thing. You are our champion. Keep loving your environment. Keep on doing what you are doing right, and God will bless you. May God bless you all, and thank you very much for listening to me. Yes. You want to add something? Me to invite her? Wow. Not you. You want me to invite her? Let me invite her. You invite her. I'll let him do some duty that he's supposed to do. But let me just say something small about our chief guest. Our chief guest, Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto. To me, we've come a long way with my friend, Mama Rachel Ruto. When we met this morning, it was like life coming back again. She's energetic, she's focused, she can do many things. Let's judge her with the kind of work that she's done. I know she's very, very religious person, and she's always praying for me. Thank you, Mama Rachel, for praying for me and praying for the people of Kenya. Her ability cannot be paralleled. Thank you very much. I'll give you an opportunity to come and invite the chief guest.
No, not the chief guest. Yes, I'm inviting this. Yes, it's okay. Thank you so much. A round of applause to Mama Ida Odinga, our ambassador to UNON and UNEP. We truly appreciate your support. Your Excellency, before I invite my Cabinet Secretary, there is a program coordination team that have made this work to really be the way it was, the team that have really supported in the delivery of the MFCI CLI program. If you, wherever you are, you can stand and say hi. Awako, wameenda kufanya kazi kile. Some of them are here. Thank you so much, Environment Secretary Dr. Sali, Lamarasha, and the entire team. Your Excellency, it delivered by the staff of the ministry. We are gracious that some partners have also decided to hire some of the staff to be part of the program. With that, Your Excellency, thanks for your patience. Allow me now to bring on board my Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Deborah Parasa, to speak to us and of course do the other protocols that are remaining. A round of applause as she comes. As she is coming. Thank you.
Thank you, PS. Before I make my remarks, I would like to invite the Cabinet Secretary Hannah Wendot, Gender, to come and address. Please.
Our chief guest, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, the PSS President, Ambassador Aida Odinga, the leadership from the county led by the Deputy Governor, the area MP, the Madam Lisa Chelule, the county leader, wamama na wazee pamoja na watoto wa KURESOI. Uamune. Bwana asifiwe. Uchamege tukuli? Bas. Kwa majina yangu mimi naitwa Hannah Wendot Cheptumo. Mimi ndio waziri wa jinsia, utamaduni na masuala ya watoto. Pia mimi leo nimekuja kujumuika na dada yangu, my colleague PS na CS, kwa sababu ya hii kazi mzuri ambayo imefanywa hapa KURESOI.
Vile mmesikia hapa inaitwa Baringo. Inaitwa Baringo na mimi ni mzaliwa Baringo. Nimezaliwa Baringo, nikalelewa Baringo, nikasoma Baringo, nikaolewa Baringo na nimekuja Baringo. Na ningependa kushukuru sana watu wa eneo hili kwa sababu ndio hiyo jina itwe Baringo ni kwa sababu nyinyi ni watu wa karimu. Nyinyi ni watu wa maana sana, watu wa Kuresoi. Na ningependa kushukuru sana mheshimiwa na timu yako kwa sababu ya kukaribisha watu wa Baringo. Mnikubalishe niseme kitu tu kwa ile lugha ambaye pengine watu wengi wanasikia. Mimi nataka watu wa area hii tukae kwa amani. Mimi nikiwa waziri wa gender, mimi nasimamia mambo ya wamama na wazee. Pia mimi ni waziri wa culture. Culture ni hali ya utamaduni, maisha mzuri, maisha ya kukaa vizuri. Na maisha moja mzuri kukaa ni kukaa kwa amani. So ningependa kusema ya kwamba watu wa eneo hili na sana sana watu wa Nakuru turudishe ile utu tulikuwa naye, tukae kwa amani. Kwa sababu tunapoelekea elections hatutaki kusikia watu wanapigana. Hiyo ikome katika jina la Yesu Kristo. Wamama wakae kama wamama, wazee wakae kama wazee, kwa sababu mimi nikiwa waziri wa watoto, vita ikikua, shida ikikua, wenye wanaumia ni wamama na watoto. Na mkiumiza wamama na watoto, mimi sina kazi. Mimi president alinipatia kazi ya kushughulikia wamama na watoto. So mkiniumizia watoto, pressure yangu inaenda juu, na sitaki pressure iende juu, nataka kukaa vizuri. Kitu kingine ningependa kusema, watoto wafundishwe, wazazi wafanye kazi yao. We have what is called positive parenting. Kazi ya walimu si kulea watoto ati kufundisha tabia. Tabia inafundishwa nyumbani. Wakifika shule ni masomo. Kwa hivyo kila mzazi afanye kazi yake. Sio kila mtu ako na mtoto, na kama uliomba Mungu na akupea mtoto, fanya kazi yako kama mzazi. Hakikishe unalisha mtoto vizuri, anaenda shule wakati inafaa, anarudi mapema. Kama ni mtoto msichana, mwelekeze vizuri ndiye ajue yeye ni msichana na atarudi kuwa mama baadaye. Hiyo ni kazi lazima tufanye kama wazazi. Na niliposa nimesimama siku ya leo kwa sababu His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya is very passionate about the people of Kenya, passionate about the children of Kenya. And that is why he established a State Department for Children Affairs. And I want to thank the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya because I have gone with her to many places. Kikebaga mane komoswek chechango che. Wendi sukulishek kwalji lagok kweonik, kokerchi nyalildos kwalji ngoroik, koker agara kwalji chego. Sahi, yekakoyai biik chito agenge kuno ngot koyai chi tugul makibendi tai ochei. Unoenda maunoe. Kwa hivyo amache kekosyinen. Kanyo raini ole amache kosyine. Ole kekosyinen kele kong'ete raini ngobakachech boriot, ngobakachech suriot, ngobakachech kit nekikuren chi kaina nemo nenyin. Ye kaineng'ung kekurenen Nana, kekuren ane kekurenon Nana. So mat kokurenon chi kaina nemo nenyu. Ako mache kinet lagok chok konet kokonyit biik che echen. Kasi nikisiden mutandao kechokosan chi kekure chepkweon, kekure age chebasis, kekure age ne. Hiyo tumekataa. Na tunataka kuishi vizuri. Unaenda maunoe? Oyani kunoe? Bas, asante. Ya mwisho, tunaenda elections 2027. Na tunataka kila mtu ajitokeze, asimame, atafute kura. Wamama na wanaume. Katiba yetu article 27 inaongea about 2/3 gender principle ambayo inasema not more than 2/3 of any gender should occupy the positions. Tukiangalia kaile parliament tuko nayo saa hii, kama tungefuata hiyo vile inatakikana, tunuko suppose kuongeza wamama 116 women ndio tukue vile katiba inataka. Lakini njia rahisi ni kwamba kila mtu ajitokeze aombe kura. Simuona huyu Chelule vile ameongea vizuri. Tunataka machelule wengi sana ili waweze kutetea sisi, si ndio? Ndio tukikaa kwa meza pande hii wanaume 50, pande hii wamama 50, basi tunapanga nchi vile Mungu alitaka. Ukiangalia population ya dunia, hakuna ati wazee ni wengi kushinda wamama. Mungu anajua kubalance. Hebu tuseme kubalance. Yes.
Awago guje gikimache gunoe. So I want to thank you so much, watu wa KURESOI. Allow me in a very special way to thank my colleague CS Barasa and PSS of watu wa environment, watu wa msitu. Asanteni kwa kujumuisha watoto kwa hiyo kazi. Tumeona kazi ile ambayo watoto wanafanya. Ukifundisha mtoto kitu akiwa mdogo, akiwa mzee hawezi sahau. Ukifundisha yeye kujitegemea, anajua nini? Kutafuta. Usipomfundisha mapema, anakaa akifikiria kuna mtu ataleta. So nashukuru sana kwa sababu katika hiyo program ambayo mko naye, mmejumuisha watoto, mmejumuisha wamama. Nimeona wamepatiwa 4,620 trees, na nashukuru sana. I mean, wale ile farmers ambao wameweka katika hiyo mradi. Kwa hivyo we are going to be millionaires, na kwa hivyo mkianza kuona wamama waking'ara, mnajua ni ile kazi wamefanya. Na mimi kama waziri wa gender nitakuwa hapo, na tukiwa na mama Rachel tukisema haya, mkitoa huko leteni hapa tugawanye kwa mesa, tuweke kwa ngaf, tuweke kwa wef, tuweke kwa bank, na tung'are, tuvae vizuri, watu wajue Kenya si mchezo. Asanteni sana. Lakini kwa sababu mimi niliolewanga na mwanasiasa, ninajua siasa ni nini, na siwezi toka hapa kama sijaomba kura ya rais. Nataka kuona ni watu wangapi wako na kura. Watu wako na kura. Alafu ni watu wangapi wataamka asubuhi na mapema mwezi wa 8 kwenda kupiga kura, kwa sababu ni tofauti kuwa na kura na kwenda kupiga kura. Ni watu wangapi wanapigia Rais William Samoei Ruto kura? Kila mtu two term. Hatuaibiki kuuliza kura kwa sababu president wetu amefanya kazi. Amejenga mabarabara, affordable housing, ametuletea stima, ametupatia pesa ya mashule, ametupatia kila kitu, ametupatia aida atufanyie kazi, akakubali mama akuja atusaidie, amenipea kazi, amepatia Chelule, amepatia Debora. Nani kama rais wetu? Yuko mwingine? Rais wetu ni nini? Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. Thank you, Waziri, and thank you so much for joining us. Unajua huyo ni mwanasiasa. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency Rachel Ruto, who is also Mama Taifa, Your Excellency Aida Odinga, who is the permanent resident of the United Nations Environmental Program and UNON, and also for the unity of the Western Women Alliance. CS Hannah Wendot, Principal Secretaries present, ladies and gentlemen. Chamge Tugul. Asanteni sana. The President of the Republic of Kenya, I don't have a speech because today is not my day, but I wanted to highlight that His Excellency the President gave us a directive to plant 15 billion trees in 10 years. And this, we aligned it to the better agenda. Kuhakikisha Wakenya wanakaa kwa kawi safi, wako na hewa safi, na wanaweka pesa mfukoni. So as a ministry, we developed the Forest Conservation Management Act, amended act that is, which has not been amended for more than 2 decades. And this is because we wanted to see, apart from restoration, what can we do in terms of building our economy through the forest sector, even as we restore our landscape and look at climate resilience. After that, we developed strategies, including agroforestry strategy, commercial forestry, industry and wood sector, also one to manage the Prosopis juliflora. The purpose of this, again, is to ensure that wananchi wanaweka pesa mfukoni. Na sasa tukasonga to the actions, where we have now planted more than 1.7 billion trees. But as PS has said, we looked at how CSS, PSS, people in the public offices, among others, can adopt various ecosystems to ensure that all of us are feeding into the 15 billion tree growing campaign. We also looked at the World International Days to ensure that we are growing trees to feed into this. Technologies and innovations were also brought in, fencing to ensure that there is restoration, and we are happy to report that more than 300 million trees regenerated last year because of fencing. And then now we looked at aerial seedling, among others. And this is all going to contribute to restoration and us meeting our 1.5 billion target. For deforestation, we have more than 300 forest stations where we are propagating more than 2 million seedlings. And so we believe we can have over 1 billion seedlings in Kenya, and people can go to plant. And what we are saying is that we need to restore, we need to go out, we need to plant, especially in the rainy seasons. So 30 seedlings kila mmoja wetu anafaa kupanda kila mwaka, 15 in one rainy season and 15 in another. And we believe that through these interventions, our president, being a global leader in climate action, we will also position ourselves and as our president, not only as a national leader in restoration or a regional leader, but a global leader, a father of restoration. And so the journey of our forest begins with a seed, and that is why we are calling on Kenyans, let us go and plant. And a forest to grow requires many hands. It requires hands to plant, it requires hands to grow and nurture, it requires hands to protect. We have learned this, that restoration is building our home as a nation. When we speak about restoring forests, we are speaking about restoring our home, because this home is bigger. It has the rivers that sustain us, the mountains that watch over us, and the soil beneath us, as well as the trees that are silent witness to our generation. And the forest welcomes everyone. It does not, haina ubaguzi, it does not discriminate. Even if there are different trees, they stand side by side. There are those that give us fruits, there are those that give us timber, there are those that are known to soar high and become homes for creatures, there are those that go deep and hold our soil together, there are those that give us water, rain, and there are those that sequester carbon. And so we should live together and stay in unity as one nation. As a ministry, we have witnessed this truth. We went to Cherangani Hills. We have seen Marakwet and Pokot communities working together to restore a landscape that belonged to them both. On the slopes of Mount Elgon, we have seen the Sabot and the Bukusu unite for a common purpose, to nurture the land that sustains their future. And today we are here, we are witnessing again communities working together, standing for one cause, to plant trees, to protect their water, and rebuild what was lost. So the lesson is simple, that we need to plan together. When we plan together, we heal our relationships, we bring peace to each other, and we grow our economy. But also the forests, we learn a lot from the forests, that it starts simply by a seed that remains grounded. Even as it reaches to the sky, the roots remain beneath the soil. So let us wait, let us prepare, and let us remain rooted to the ground. When we are rooted to the ground, when we remain humble, when we look out for each other and our customs, then we build peace. Also, the forests and the trees teach us resilience, because before the seed, when the seed becomes a seedling, it faces rains, thunderstorm, winds, sunlight, etc. It bends, it adapts, and it endures. And it calls upon us as a nation, even as we face challenges, that we must endure, we must have hope and patience, and remain united. It also teaches us strength and unity, because it grows stronger, its branches stretch wider, and its roots reach deeper. The higher it grows, the deeper its roots become. And this lesson is entrusted to our leaders, that they must remain grounded, and we appreciate the adoption by PS Ngeno, that we remain grounded and we remain at the grassroots level to support our people. True greatness is again in service. When the fruit bears more fruits, when the tree, bears more fruits, it bends down. It bends down, it lowers, so that it can feed the community. And so, let us be humble in our service. Lastly, trees are not built alone, they are built by the community. And that is why we wanted to start this, because the greatest fruit that a tree can bring is peace, a peace-building initiative. That is why today we appreciate the presence of the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya. We appreciate the presence of Your Excellency Ida Odinga, and we believe that you can be champions, you can be leaders of peace building through this initiative of restoration. We hope that you'll walk with us through this journey, that it shall not just be the Mau Forest. We have our wetland day. We want to restore the urban areas. We want to restore the coastal regions, the highlands, the schools and other educational institutions, and various ecosystems. But even as we walk, when we see you walk hand in hand, what we see is a peace-building initiative. And so I request that we continue with this journey, because as you walk together, you are showing Kenyans that we can work together, we can restore and bring peace in Kenya. With those few remarks, thank you very much, and let us all be upstanding. Let us all be upstanding as we welcome Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, Madam Rachel Ruto, to address us. Thank you.
Asanteni sana, tunaweza kuketi. Dr. Deborah Baraza, Cabinet Secretary for Environment, Climate Change and Forestry. Honorable Hannah Wendot Cheptumo, Cabinet Secretary for Gender, Culture and Children's Services. Canon Dr. Ida Odinga, Permanent Representative of Kenya to the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, my dear sister. Dr. Engineer Festus Ngeno, Principal Secretary, State Department for Environment and Climate Change, and other Principal Secretaries present. Honorable David Kones, Deputy Governor, Nakuru County. Honorable Alfred Mutai, Member of Parliament, KURESOI North Constituency. Other elected leaders present, teachers and students present. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Tusalimiane nione mikono ya furaha. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Asante sana. Before there were roads, there were rivers. Before there were cities, there were forests. Before there were borders, there was nature quietly teaching a timeless truth. Everything is connected. The tree depends on the rain. The river depends on the forest. The farmer depends on the soil. And ultimately, our future depends on how well we care for one another and for the earth we share. Here in KURESOI North, required courage and difficult decisions. We acknowledge leaders who have continuously championed its restoration because they understood that protecting our forests was never simply about trees. It was about securing Kenya's future. When forests disappear, it is often women and children who pay the highest price. This is why environmental degradation is not measured only in hectares lost. It is measured in opportunities lost, in time lost, in income lost. When God created the earth, He entrusted it to our care. He placed humanity in the garden not to exploit it, but to cultivate it, protect it, and pass it on to future generations. Stewardship, therefore, is not simply an environmental obligation. It is part of our calling. But there is good news. I'm proud to walk this journey alongside millions of Kenyans by championing the growing of 500 million trees and supporting the restoration of key ecosystems, including adoption of Shikusa block in Kakamega Forest. As the late Wangare Maathai reminded us, it's the little things citizens do. That's what will make the difference. My little thing is planting trees. Those words remind us that environmental restoration does not begin with governments alone. It begins with ordinary citizens making extraordinary choices every day. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, I have learned that anything placed in the hands of a woman grows. Give a woman an opportunity, and she creates possibility. Give a woman knowledge, and she transforms a generation. Give a woman a seedling, and she restores an entire landscape. This is why I'm delighted that the Mau Forest Complex Integrated Conservation and Livelihood Improvement Program has intentionally placed women at the center of restoration. Through the First Lady's Mazingira Awards, we have learned that children are not too young to lead. In fact, some of the most passionate environmental champions I have met are children. When a child plants a tree, they are planting a belief that they can make a difference. The greatest environmental legacy we can leave is not only a forest. It is a generation that understands why that forest matters. Today we celebrate an important milestone, the establishment of kitchen gardens, fruit orchards in schools and homes, and biogas and waste management infrastructure through the partnership between the Mau Forest Complex Integrated Conservation and Livelihood Improvement Program and Mama Doing Good. This initiative brings together women's empowerment, nutrition, education, environmental conservation, and clean cooking in a powerful and practical way. As we celebrate this achievement, I encourage every school and every household to strive to establish a kitchen garden and, where possible, plant fruit trees that can nourish future generations. Let every home become a center of food security and every school a place where children learn not only in the classroom, but also from the land. Together, through these simple actions, we can build healthier families, stronger communities, and a greener Kenya. As a clean cooking champion, I believe every mother deserves a kitchen that does not compromise her health. Every child deserves a home free from harmful smoke, and every family deserves access to energy solutions that protect both people and the planet. Clean cooking is one of the simplest but most powerful investments we can make in healthier families, empowered women, and a greener Kenya. Today, I call upon all Kenyans to embrace biogas, and other clean cooking solutions. Every biogas unit installed protects our forests, improves our health, and secures a cleaner future for generations to come. Let us make clean cooking the norm in every home, school, and community. Ladies and gentlemen, as I adopted 33 hectares for restoration earlier today in the Marindas Forest Block, I was reminded that no individual can restore a forest alone. Let me ask you, how many trees have you planted? How many are still growing? And how many more will you plant this year? Together we can restore an ecosystem. Together we can restore livelihoods. Together we can restore hope. The strength of this program lies precisely in the understanding. It recognizes that environmental restoration and human prosperity are not competing priorities. They are inseparable. The question history will ask of us is simple. When the rivers were drying, when the forests were disappearing, and when future generations depended on our choices, what did we do? May our answer be, we chose hope over despair. We chose action over indifference. We chose restoration over destruction. And we left Kenya greener, stronger, and more hopeful than we found it. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki, Mungu alibariki nchi yetu ya Kenya. Kabla sijaketi, ningependa kuwashukuru tena. Asanteni viongozi wote, asanteni waziri wetu wa mazingira na nyinyi nyote kwa kuweza kutukaribisha tuweze kufika hapa. Asante dada yangu Aida kwa kuweza kukuja kwa ajili ya ile kazi ambayo unafanya UNEP, na hii kazi ambayo tunafanya kwa ajili ya mazingira. Tumekuja sisi sote ili tuweze kurestore hii Mau Forest, na kazi ilianza mapema hapo. Tumeona rais wetu ameweza kukua hapa, viongozi wengi wamekuja hapa katika Mau Forest, na tumejua na tumeelewa kwamba hii Mau Forest ni ya muhimu sana. Jambo ambalo nimependa sana wakati nimekuja hapa siku ya leo ni kuona kwamba wananchi wamekubaliwa kuingia huko kwenye msitu wa Mau ili waweze kupanda mimea ambayo itaweza kuwasaidia kupitia ile program ambayo inaitwa TELIS. Tumeona viazi imepandwa, pyrethrum imepandwa, tumeona hata fruit trees imeweza kupandwa. Juzi tulikuwa kule Finland na kuna jambo moja nilisoma. Katika nchi ya Finland, 70% ya nchi yao yote iko na miti. 70% of Finland has tree cover. Na katika hiyo misitu, na nafikiria ni mheshimiwa member of parliament alisema, kuna matunda ambayo imepandwa. Wako na berries mingi, wako na matunda mingi sana, na kila wakati wananchi wote wanakubaliwa kuingia katika misitu kuokota hizo berries ama fruits na kuweza kukula. Kwa hivyo ni jambo mzuri sana hiyo kazi ambayo tumesema tutafanya hapa Mau Forest, kukuwa na fruit trees kule ndani. Jambo lingine ambalo nimefurahia ni mambo ya clean cooking, ili tuweze kulinda afya ya wamama wetu. Kina mama tuweze kuchukua hii biogas na tutumie nyumbani ili iweze kutusaidia tulinde afya yetu. Unajua tukikuwa katika ile jikoni ndogo ambaye mama na watoto wako na tunavuta hiyo smoke, afya yetu inadhoofika na afya yetu inaharibika. Nimefurahi tena kufika hapa. Mambo ya women economic empowerment ni mambo ambayo ni lazima tufanye. Mambo ya table banking, kina mama tujiunge katika vikundi, tufanye table banking, tukiuza viazi yetu, tuingie katika vikundi, tuweze kusave pesa, kuweza kuomba hiyo pesa na kufanyia biashara zetu. Otherwise, asanteni sana, nimefurahi kufika hapa. Watu wa KURESOI ni watu wazuri sana. Asanteni sana. na mko na nchi mzuri, mko na mchanga. Wakati nilikuwa napanda avocado hapo, niliona kwamba hata hauhitaji fertilizer kuongezea. Wacha Mungu awasaidie, mfanye bidii na tuzidi kuombea nchi yetu ya Kenya. Mungu ametubariki na nchi nzuri, tuweze kuombea nchi yetu ya Kenya. Najua mheshimiwa amesema tuombe kwa ajili ya mvua. Ningependa kuchukua dakika 2, dakika 1 kumshukuru Mungu kwa ajili ya mvua, maana najua kwamba mvua inakuja. Hebu tusimame ili tuweze kuomba. Baba, katika jina la Yesu tunasema asante. Wewe ni Mungu mwema, hakuna Mungu kama wewe. Tunasema asante maana tumeweza kufika hapa KURESOI North. Tumekutana na watu wa KURESOI North, viongozi na wananchi, na tunasema asante. Baba, tungependa kukuomba na kukushukuru. Tunakushukuru kwa ajili ya mvua ambayo unazidi kutupatia. Tuko na ushuhuda kwamba umezidi kutupatia mvua miaka nenda miaka rudi tangu tukuombe. Na Baba, tunasema asante maana tunajua kwamba tunapata mvua. Na mvua ambayo tunaenda kupata haitafika tu sehemu fulani katika nchi yetu ya Kenya, lakini itafika sehemu yote katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Mvua utatupatia ambayo itafika katika kaunti zetu zote 47. Kwa hivyo Baba, tunasema asante na tunakushukuru maana umetupatia mvua. Tunaomba hayo yote kwa Yesu aliye mwokozi wetu. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Naomba tafadhali tuketi, mama wetu taifa usalie hapo jukwani. Mheshimiwa Chelule pamoja na mke wa area MP, tafadhali fikeni hapa kwa sababu ya zawadi ambayo mnataka kumpa mama wetu wa taifa. Vile vile ningemwomba ambassador wetu Ida kindly join Her Excellency on stage as you receive this gift from Honorable Chelule together with the spouse to the area MP. Unaona mama amebeba kiondoo. Kiondoo haijabebwa bure. Naona kuna kitu ndani. Aha. Na moja imeandikwa jina lake, mama wetu wa taifa Rachel. Makofi mazuri wanapopokea zawadi hizi. Asante sana. Naomba tuwape nafasi moja ya picha pamoja na zawadi hizo ambazo wamepokea. Asanteni sana watu wa KURESOI, nyinyi ni watu wa karimu. Asante. We may now retreat back to our seats. Naomba ambassador tafadhali, unaweza kurejea kwenye kiti chako. Ambassador Ida, naomba tafadhali, Your Excellency, just remain on stage. Wimbo wa taifa. Naomba tafadhali sote tusimame tunapotamatisha hafla hii nzuri ambayo imefana sana kwa wimbo wetu wa taifa. Naomba tusalie hivyo hivyo, tumruhusu Mheshimiwa Mama wa Taifa pamoja na Ambassador Ida kuondoka kwa hiari yao. We can now exit. Asanteni sana. Hapo ndipo tunafikia mwisho wa hafla hii.